So I'm actually kind of surprised by this, to be honest. Yeah. I expected more people to be on the Bengals here. I really did. Don't get me wrong, the Bills are a great team, and I love this because whenever we're the underdogs, we play so much better than when we're not. So, I love everyone doubting us and everyone thinking we're going to lose this game. But I really expected, especially based on, recent history, that there would be more people. Even Adam Rank, of all people, our godfather, he decided to go to the dark side. Dark side being the Buffalo Bills in this game. Although, again, I've said many times, I got nothing but love for the Buffalo Bills. So, there's no hatred here for me. At the end of the day, their fan base, I actually do like their fan base. I know some people don't. I do. I think their fan base is very entertaining and very fun. Anyway, first thing we have here is 28-24. So one thing we start off right away with is all these games are very close. Like, there's not like any blowouts. It's all very close within one score. So that I do kind of say makes perfect logical sense. This game, I don't think anyone is assuming it to be a blowout. Our offense should be able to move the ball in their defense, and if our defense shows up like they did last week, I think our defense is going to be absolutely fine. Obviously, if our defense, doesn't show up like last week, then we'll see. But the last 2 weeks, our defense has been a pretty good menace when it comes to playing pretty good football. So, very confident. Anyway, so Colleen Wolf says 30-27. So, last second field goal. Adam Rank 26-22. Then we got Grant 31-27. Bucky Brooks, which is so funny too, because Bucky Brooks, obviously, if you don't know anything about him, he used to be a linebacker in the NFL, but he's also very positive on the Ravens. He covers a lot of Ravens stuff, and he talks about the Ravens a lot. Now, based on what I understand from looking up his resume and everything, he doesn't have any direct connection with the Ravens. Like, he doesn't work for them. But he's very positive. And a lot of times, when you see his name, you see Bucky Brooks in the Ravens. Like, he's very positive about the Ravens. So I'm surprised he's actually very positive in this game about us. MJD, Buffalo. Gordon thinks it's going to be a very high-scoring game, 36-33. So, one thing we also can take away from this is nobody has faith in our defense. We allowed 14 points last week to the Ravens. A career low for the Bengals defense. And everyone on this list here is just being like, yeah, no, that's never going to happen again. Like, the Bengals are going to give up at least 22 points. 22 points being the lowest on this list here, which is kind of crazy because, again, I have a lot of faith in our defense this week. I don't know, man. I think our defense, with Joe Burrow being back, they came alive. And I think it's like the mummy, when the mummy comes alive and he just destroys the whole entire world. That's what I feel like is going to happen with our defense. He came alive. He's going to destroy the world. It's over. GG. Whatever. Then we got Shook, 27-25. Okay. We got Eddie Holmes, 28-24. And Patricia, 28-27. Damn, man. They really doing our defense nasty. Although, yeah. I can't say I'm surprised, though. Because, again, we are the Bengals. Like, come on. Like, at the end of the day, yes, I think we're going to win the division. Yes, I think we're going to win the Super Bowl. Yes, I think we're going to be that team. But we're still the Bengals. And that's not a negative thing for the Bengals. That's anytime we're the Bengals, the national media is never going to be positive toward us. There's never going to be a positive twist or turn for anything when it comes to the media for the Bengals. They're always going to be negative against us. They're always going to hate us. They're always going to trash talk us. That's just how it works. We could be undefeated right now, looking like the best team in football, doing everything possible to be the best team. And they would still find a way to say, well, the Bengals going to find a way to lose this game because blah, 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 blah. I don't know why I try to go for the Hank Hill impression, but it's just, it is what it is. That's what they're going to do. So, am I surprised? No. Is it annoying? it can sometimes get annoying. Like, listen, I've covered this team every single day for the last 4 years, right? I make, what, 3-4 videos every single day. And I've heard a million, bazillion different takes on the Bengals from all over the interwebs, right? And it doesn't annoy me at this point to hear the media trash us and take us down and call us absolute nothing. But it does get to a point where it's just like, I wish they would get more creative with their disses, you know? I get it, you know, you're going to sit there and trash us and go at us and, you know, say all this stuff about us. I just wish they would get more creative. And they don't. They're very unoriginal. And a lot of the media just copies and pastes what other people say about us, which I just don't like that, you know? After 4 years of every day hearing stuff about this team, I wish they would just get creative, you know? Just be like, hey, we think Mike Brown's a murderer, you know? We think Mike Brown might have, I don't know, pissed in a swimming pool or a kiddie pool. You know, like, get creative with it, you know? Give us some flair. I'm not saying, you know, go too far into it and end up in court with a lawsuit for slander. But, like, I'm just saying, maybe be like, yeah, we think Mike Brown, I don't know, threw a football at someone, hit him back of the head, and that person died, and now he's being charged with manslaughter. I don't, you know. When that comes out later today, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Everything is a joke. Everything's alleged. No, I'm just kidding. Everything's a joke. Mike Brown is not going to go to jail today for manslaughter. That was a joke. That was a ha-ha. That was a funny. That was a joke. Just remember where you heard it first. Anyway, guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.